Hello. In this video we will cover how to add a forum to your Moodle course. Again, you will always want to have turn editing turned on in your Moodle course, and then you'll want to decide where to add a forum under your topic on your page, or if you have it set up under a weekly basis, under which week you want to add your forum. You'll decide where you want to put it. For this case, this example, we'll select topic 3. We'll hit add an activity or resource, and then we take a look at the activities. They show up at the top. You have the assignment types, and then farther down here we have forum. So we'll select forum. You can see some help, some explanation as to what is possible, and then we'll go ahead and hit add. And now the first thing we need to do is select what we want to call the forum. So for this case, we'll just use test forum. And then here we need an introduction, and this is similar to the description, but it is required. So kind of expounding on your question, what you want them to talk about, just getting things started, the discussion started as to, tell us about who you are, or whatever discussion question it is that you have is what you need to have here. So you can, I'm not going to put here, I'm going to say post about what you want to learn with Moodle. Just kind of some simple text there. And then here is also a very important setting. And if you click on the question mark, it explains what the types are. But there's 5 types for different forums. Standard type in a blog, Q&A forum, which allows you to post a question and then the person needs to answer it. And they can't view the other answers until they post their answer. Each person posts one discussion, so you're limited to one discussion, and then a single simple discussion. So a little bit different of a forum. It's just a simple discussion. But yeah, you can always click on the question mark to further explain those. So now we have the name, now we have the introduction, and here a couple other settings. Subscription mode is so how they're going to be notified. Subscription means email. So if it's optional, they can decide whether they're emailed when people post. So basically, when people post, you will either get an email or not get an email. And this is where you decide how you want to let users configure that. So if it's optional, you can make it optional. If it's forced, they have to be subscribed, so they have to get emails. If it's auto, it'll start being subscribed, but you can switch off of it. And then the subscription is disabled, so you can't have a subscription to it. Maximum attachment size, again, in this case, probably 1 to 2 to 5, 10 megabytes at the most. I'll just go ahead and hit 10, and that's if you want to attach something to your post. However many attachments, you really shouldn't have to change that, but default is fine. Then, if you wanted to have some grade, you could have a grade category here. You could turn on ratings if you wanted to. You could grade the average of ratings, or count of ratings, or maximum rating, however you want to do that, and that has a rating restriction. And then based on that, if you had categories set up in your gradebook, you could file that item under that category. We would discuss that in a later video about gradebook, but this is where you would move this item, this form, into the category design for that grade. Other than that, you should be good to go now, and you can hit save and return to course. The only other thing would be is you could have set up groups. So if you have groups in your course, you could set up separate groups or visible groups. You can do that later on, but you can do it here as well. So yeah, now we're all done, and we'll hit save and return to course. So now we see test forum under topic 3. We'll go ahead and click on that just to see what it looks like. So basically you'll see the introduction here. So post about what you want to learn with Moodle. As a student or as a faculty member, you come in here, add a new discussion topic, what my subject is, what my message is. So test, post. So just some sample text. You can decide here whether you want to have email copies or not. You can attach an attachment if you want to, and then mail now. That setting basically, if you don't check that, it gives you a window of 30 minutes to edit your post. If you do check it, it mails it out immediately. So I'll just hit post to forum. And then it says you have so many minutes to make changes, and then you hit continue. So then it shows your name, it shows the discussion subject, it shows how many people reply, it shows whether it's unread or not, it shows you all that stuff. So that essentially is how to add a forum, and that concludes our video.